Welcome back to Purbeck Farms 22 for episode 2, where MrsSealyp learns to play Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp and MrsSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back by popular demand. People loved the last episode. Thank you so much for everyone's support and kind words. It was very nice, MrsSealyp, wasn't it?
It was lovely. Thank you for the love.
Yeah, it's been great.
It hasn't made me a better farmer, but thank you.
So,
there's a deer just ran in front of me. Oh, that's dangerous.
Well, I was going to talk about this.
It's the way I drive.
I was going to talk about this in a little while. I have made a few adjustments to your steering sensitivity and stuff, so you shouldn't be hooning side to side at,
Yeah, he's been very good. I mean, I've been here since Sunday mowing this field, ploughing this field. He has let me have toilet breaks, and he did bring me some bread and water last night.
What time? What day is it? Today is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I've been here three days ploughing a field.
Now, I have noticed there are a few very straight lines here, MrsSealyp. Accidental worker, accidental hiring of worker potentially. When I say accidental, right. So, what percentage of the contract were you complete? What did you say? Was it
97?
Right. So in part of the learning process of learning to do contracts and all the rest of it, now it may well be that the way I'm teaching MrsSealyp to do it might not be the way you would learn to do it. It might be you would do it in different steps, but I just thought as well, thinking about the whole process of what we're doing on here, the premise being if you're completely new to the game, if you're a complete noob, for want of a better word, a novice, and you've never,
like that word.
No, I know. If you've never played the game before and you get on here, I know when I played my first game on FS15 and I started on Bjornholm and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But all I wanted to do was farm. I didn't want to necessarily, I didn't know what all the facets of the game were. So it was just a case of I want to plough something, I want to harvest something, I want to, it was just all those things you want to do. So that's to keep a person's interest. You need to do some of those things first. That's why we jumped straight in to do some contract work. So. And again, a few people commented, and they're absolutely right. I did you a disservice, MrsSealyp, because I didn't show you or explain what headlands were and to do headlands first. Because I didn't do the headlands, MrsSealyp was getting to the end of the field and she was going out of the field through the bushes and trees and hedges and stuff. So that was on me. That was my fault. I need to explain about headlands as well, which we'll get on to. But so the contract premise, MrsSealyp, being that you have a percentage bar. Now, any contract you take on will have a percentage. For ploughing, cultivating, fertilising, anything like that, it's literally on the field, and when you hit 100%, it will come up on your screen saying contract complete and you're done, which is absolutely brilliant. So obviously all the bits you've got left, all the wispy bits here and there that you've missed, that is going to combine to the 3% you're missing for your contract. So you need to just spend a bit of time clearing those bits up. Find the bits where you've got thick bits. I would say like this strip here, where I am. Where are you going? You're going very fast as well. This strip where I'm standing here. Hello. Do that strip. So you want to look for the ones that have got a lot of crop, or in this case, whatever it might be. Harvested crop or withered crop, whatever it might be. You need to get that done. So that's what we're going to start off with. MrsSealyp is just going to finish this off. Brakes. I think a lot of people found the last episode very entertaining, very amusing, which is great.
Yes, I might not be a good farmer, but I'm very, very entertaining.
And we did say, didn't we? I mean, I spoke to MrsSealyp. This was something I've always said, and when I was teaching, it was the same thing. You may not make a difference to everybody every day, but if you make a difference to one person's day, you've made a difference. Now that might be in your day-to-day life, it might be holding a door open for someone, just being polite, saying good morning, saying hello, whatever it might be. If you say something to someone, it puts a smile on their face, they'll walk away and they might do something nice for someone else, and it's got sort of spreads. So the fact that so many people messaged and said they just loved it, they thought it was fun, they laughed, that's great. You've cheered people up, and that's a big thing. I like that as an idea. Now, the other thing I was going to talk about, actually, I'm going to jump in because I think we've got the. There we go.
Oh, stalker!
I'm not a stalker. I'm your consultant. Remember, that word we were trying to find.
I feel like I'm being overviewed now, judged.
You're being judged. Yes, I'm going to sit here and just judge you.
It's usually the other way around, isn't it?
It's normally the other way around, yes. I do get judged every now and again. I say every now and again, all the time. Anyway, so I was going to say about keeping things straight and in a line and that kind of thing. Like I said to you the other day, if you find you're accelerating too fast or you're starting to get a bit of a wobble on, if you get yourself in a straight line, then don't worry about the steering. Just go in a straight line. Because I think you were overcorrecting ever so slightly. But
it's a lot easier since you've adjusted it, actually.
Right, I think the sensitivity was too high on the steering, so every time you were turning, it was turning way too quickly. So I've just dumbed that down. Sorry, that's the wrong word. No, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say just slowed it down. Not, you know what I mean?
Dumbed it down.
No. Your settings are on the same as mine are. My setting, I just set it on exactly the same settings.
You might want to stop talking now.
I'll stop talking. So MrSealyp, we need to find the next one. So if we keep going to find another big chunk, I would say go a little bit further down. Keep going down across the field. Right, now turn to the left. Do this strip along here, because there's quite a wide bit here. And if you keep your right hand wheels to your right, just on the outside of it, you can go. You can keep going. You haven't got.
No, I've got to rotate the plough because I'm going the other way.
No, it should be the other way around because your leading edge should be on this edge. It doesn't matter.
How do I tell?
There you go. That's right. What do you mean? How do you tell? Look around behind you. If you go in cab and then turn around over your shoulder, right? Look around over your shoulder. You can see the plough. It's right there.
So is that the wrong way round?
It doesn't matter. In all honesty, at this point, it doesn't matter. You're just about clearing the
What do you mean
stuff
at this
up.
point?
No,
because it's you and you've dumped it down, you mean?
because of the amount of field you've cleared, because you're not going up and down doing strip after strip after strip, you're just going around clearing up all the odds and ends. It really doesn't matter which way the plough is. In all honesty, it doesn't. It's just for realism's sake. We have the ability to fold the plough. So what you want to do is, that's it. Keep going forward. Don't turn the wheels yet. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Don't turn the wheels yet. Keep going forward. Right, now straighten up. Straight, there you go. So what you want to do is have a look behind you and see where your plough is and see what you're ploughing. And you can see you've got a bit of an overhang with your plough. Your plough's a bit further out than it needs to be, but it doesn't matter. And then if you look out to your left, you'll see that you might be missing some bits as well. So you might want to come to the left a little bit more. Come to the left a little bit more. There you go. Now straighten up again. Perfect. So it's just a case of keeping an eye on where your wheels are, where you are in relation to the crop, and keep checking over your shoulder. Keep looking behind you. Or if you're on the external view, you can just zoom out a little bit and you can see exactly how much crop you're clearing. That way you're not missing bits or anything like that. There you go. Perfect. You all right?
I've just clicked into the menu. You can't see this, but I am in the contracts and it says I'm complete.
Oh,
and
there
it
you go.
wants to pay me 5,178 of our Great British pounds.
All of that work for £5,000.
3 days,
Boom.
I know.
3 days work. Well, mind you, if someone said to me, "Come and work for me for 3 days for £5,000," I would absolutely jump at it.
I wouldn't get out of bed for that.
Okay, right. I'm sitting in the buddy seat.
I'm joking.
You need to drive to the exit of the field where I left my little Kubota, my sidekick. You've tabbed out again.
Oh no! How can you tell when I've tabbed out of a thing?
Because
Can
you've
you see
disappeared. Yeah, you've disappeared. Right, steer it. There we go. You can steer. There we go.
Have you noticed all those tufts are gone now?
Yeah, because you've completed the contract. So the contract, as far as it's concerned, you've ploughed that field. It's completely done. So any bits that were left, it will automatically tidy them up for you. So that's contract complete. When we get to the exit of the field, I need to jump out and grab the Kubota. We'll head back to the farm. We'll have a look around the farmyard, and then we're going to head down and we're going to grab the equipment we need for doing a harvest. And actually, if you look to the left now, MrSealyp, that field just below us on the hillside, that's where our harvest contract is. So we're going to be coming back up here. And that was
so
just
back to where we were.
Oh yeah, I just picked a harvest and just happened to be on the field right next to where we are now. I don't know why it happened to be there. If you just go through the gate and let me out, and I will. Thank you so much. Are you right to find your way back to the farm?
No. Directionally challenged.
Why not?
I will wait for you.
Right, okay. Why not? What do you need to know to find your way back to the farm? And I'll teach you. How do we find our way back?
I could do with like what you get on your Google Maps on your phone.
Right now,
Directions and a
right.
little.
So, do you remember how I said to open up that map, bottom left-hand corner?
Well, I have got the map in the bottom left-hand corner, and I can see you and I on it, but I can't see the farm. I'm on the small circle now.
Okay, right now, what you want to do is you press options again.
Yep.
Right, and then you want to go up using your L1 until you get to the very top, and you'll have the map.
Yes, I'm on
Right
the map.
now, so if you use now your L2 or R2, that's the bottom shoulder buttons, you can zoom in and you can zoom out. So you can zoom into where you are, you can see where the roads are, and you can work out your route from there.
Right, I'm
MrSealyp
now
was
on the
on,
map.
right, so MrSealyp was on that one, not that one, right. So have you clicked down the British Heart Farmhouse?
No, because
Right,
all my icons are on top of each other, so I can't see which
no,
one is
you
the British.
zoom in with your right two, your bottom right shoulder button. You can zoom your map in.
Oh, look at that!
Isn't that funny? Because I said that about 10 minutes ago. Zoom in with the right and zoom out with the left. So bottom right, bottom left will zoom you in and out on your map. So if you now click on that British farm or the little farmhouse icon, the house icon, it should say British Farmhouse, yes?
British Farmhouse,
Right.
MrsSealyp, yes.
Bottom of the map, it will
Mm-hmm.
say, bottom of the screen, it will say tag place. Have you got that? It says triangle.
Yes,
Right, press
triangle.
triangle now.
Yep.
Right, now come back out the menus. Have you come back out?
No, because I've forgotten how to do that.
Circle just comes out the menus.
Oh, right, yep. Okay,
Right.
I'm back in my tractor.
You're back in your tractor. Now look across to your right. You should see, across to the right, there should be like a green funnel sticking up in the air.
I need to get out of the tractor and have a look.
Over to the
Oh,
right.
I'm in the bush. Sorry, I'm in the bush.
Right, you can walk around. There you go. Right, so now look over this direction towards where the can you see a green like column sticking up in the air?
Oh, I can, yes.
Right, that you've tagged your farm. So if you
So I
ever
just
get
need to go
stuck and
there.
you can't find a place and you look at the map and you can't work out where it is, if you find it on the map and tag it by pressing triangle, it'll
You
put a
just
big
head for a
green column up in
lightsaber.
the air and you can then just drive on the roads and follow it until you get to the big green lightsaber. Yeah, let's go with that.
Source. As long as I can see it, I guess. I can't see it from inside the tractor.
Why can't you? You should be able to. If you look, if you
I
turn,
can sort of,
if you look,
if I
oh,
look
okay.
through the skylight.
Right, so let's get to the farm because we're probably about an hour in already. We haven't even got to look around the farm or the
Ooh,
harvest.
I'm
Right, just
gonna
take.
drive.
Remember what I said, take your time. How are you still steering like an absolute lunatic? Right, that's the field we need to harvest. Please don't destroy that. You've just driven into a fence. That's why you can't go through the hedge there. There's a fence in there as well. So you need to back up and then go to your right. And there should be where the fence isn't in the hedge. You should be able to then cut back through the hedge. You've just got to be more gentle. You've tabbed again. More gentle with your stick control. It's alright, you can still see me, can't you?
Got the turning circle of the Titanic, this.
It should
Right.
have. I think you're being over aggressive.
I'm going too fast.
Well, yeah, and you're probably just it's just a bit more finesse with the joysticks, the mushrooms, and that just comes with practice. The more you get used to it, you just need to be very, very gentle movements on them, and you'll get better at it. And that's what I keep trying to put across. It's that okay, not to you, but to anybody watching, anyone listening. Don't worry about it.
I think we should have a camera in my cab.
Well, we were talking about that. You can record your footage. I'm not, because when I used to play with Sealy, we would put up 2 videos of the same episode. She would put hers up and I would put mine up. But what we could do, I'm not sure how we're going to go about it. If you recorded some of your footage or all of it, you just hit record as I do, and then give me the footage. Maybe we could edit the footage together. I'm just trying to work out how we would do that, but it's possible.
It's doable.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be a bit of extra work, but we could do it.
Okay. To be fair, all you can see most of the time is just greenery.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, just driving through hedges all the time, so you can still see the big green lightsaber sticking up in the air, can you?
No.
You're in a field at the moment, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Because above your track, like you can see me now, and my name should be above me.
Yes.
That's all I can see is your name, but not on the road. I'm trying to.
I'm right next to you now.
Right, are you going to park in the yard
Oh,
or
we're
just?
there.
Yeah, just going to park just down here. If you just park wherever you want to park.
So busy concentrating that I forgot this was where we lived.
Right, so what you need to do to get that little green icon, you can either go back onto the map and untag place, or if you walk over to where that green column is, the column will disappear. That's just a way marker, really. It just gives you a point to travel towards.
Am I going to need my tractor for the next contract?
No, we've got tractor, I think, as part of the contract, so you can leave your tractor wherever you want. But you need to go over and remove your little green lightsaber. So if you walk over to where that is, I love when I say stuff and you just stand there doing nothing. Are you going to go and walk over to it?
I'm just looking at my feet.
Okay, right there. Crude. Right, let's go. Right, you need to go over to where that lightsaber is, because then you can make that.
I'm looking at the sky. sorry, Mr. Sealyp. I am not being very.
It's fine. I'm more impressed. Where are you going? This way, over here to the farmhouse. Remember what I said? left stick is side to side, forwards and backwards, and then the right stick moves the actual view.
Oh, look at that!
So you can do both together. But if you come here towards me,
I'm so sorry.
I was saying, MrsSealyp loved the last episode, loved what she did, and she has been really excited about doing this episode.
Yeah, but I'm not covering myself in glory now, am I?
Me, not so much. I'm not sure if I'm going to look forward to episode 3. We'll see. So have you gone over if you go right over to the farmhouse?
It's gone. I've done
it's gone. Oh, brilliant stuff. Right. So, do you want to have a look around your farm then?
Sure. Does it involve me walking?
Yes, it does involve you walking. I know you're very much like DJ and Farmer Cop, aren't you? Hashtag Americans don't walk. Yeah, exactly. Americans don't walk. Sorry, Kermit. I know Kermit's very anti that, but I've never known two people get taxis absolutely everywhere. So follow me, MrsSealyp. Have you still got your blue icons on so you can see where everything is, triggers and things?
I think so. Yes, I've got lots of blue dots on my
Oh, that's
maps.
cool. That's right. Follow me then. So if we go down the side here, when I say follow me, follow me. There we go. Hello there. You're right. Come on. What are you doing? It's walking. One foot in front of the other. It's called walking.
I can't remember.
Push forwards on the left stick.
There we go.
And then adjust your direction with the right stick and up and down. Right, so we've got some storage space over here for putting things. Over here, these are what are called silage clamps. You remember when we were up at Deanscale and they were doing silage harvesting?
Yes, I do remember.
So you bring your grass here, you fill this up, and then you compact it. So you squash it all down until it's compacted, then you cover it, and that will turn into silage.
Yeah.
So these two are silage clamps just here. If we come out of here, we should have, hopefully here.
Where did you go?
I'm around here. You should be able to see my... Hello. So we should have... Oh, I should have left that for you two. Let's close that. Right. When you get to gates and things, come here. Come over here. So this gate, when you get to the gate, if you press circle, if you've still got your help window open, it should say open gate. There you go. Press circle. Boom. And the same for closing. Now, sometimes the gate, open and close gate, will be right where you're standing. Sometimes it will be open and closed and it will follow the gate. So if you want to close them, sometimes it follows the gate, sometimes it's in the middle. But you just move around until you get the thing come up. So this is your cow shed. So you do start with the cow shed, although you've got no cows in it. What I'm going to do is just open up my menu because it's difficult to explain to MrsSealyp where things are when I haven't got the same thing open that she has. So I'm going to open up my interactive zone markers. Now, I can't find where it is. There should be one for what they call the animal dialogue box, MrsSealyp. So
we can talk to the animals.
No, Mrs. Doolittle. Follow me. Follow me. Where is it? There should be a dialogue box somewhere.
There's one in here. There's a box in here.
Oh no, there's one that's got like an animal. Is it a paw print? Oh, why can't I remember?
This one is like a little box with an arrow.
Right. So that's for putting things in.
Heap.
No, is that what it's saying? Manure heap.
Yeah.
So they'll be putting in for your feed, for bedding, that kind of stuff. So straw bedding.
Okay.
But then there should be one for putting animals in. But I can't. Where is that on here? How bizarre. There has to be a putting your animals in somewhere, unless it's out in the field. Hang on a second, it could be around here. I'm trying to remember the map. It's been such a long time since I did the map tour on here. No. No. Where's the dialogue box? We'll just open all the gates, because why not?
That just swung right into me.
Sorry. There should be. Oh, I don't know where it is. That's really peculiar. I'm sure people will say in the comments if you've been playing on the map. There should be a little one that allows you to buy and sell animals, or if you buy them from the animal dealer, well, dear, you can bring them yourself in animal trailers and drop them off. But I can't find it. We'll probably accidentally come across it at some point. But you'll see when we do animal pens and stuff like that. And then if I don't know if I want to jump through the hedge here, because there might be a silage pit. Oh, slurry pit. Right, if you come through the hedge here, follow me through the hedge. There we go. So here we've got a silo. So this is your storage, and if you look at these two icons, you've got one that's got an arrow in. So that is right. So that one there is for that pipe. If you look up, there's a pipe above you. So anything that's in the silo will come out of the silo and into a trailer. The other one shows a little trailer tipping. So that's for putting into the silo, and one's for taking out of the silo.
Okay.
So those are two icons there. And then to our right here, we should have a slurry pit. So as you get animals and they are living and you're feeding them and they've got water and whatever, they'll produce liquid manure, and that slurry pit will gradually fill up. So then what you can do is you can come and get slurry, and you can you can fertilise your fields with it.
Okay.
And there's also loads of other mods available. We haven't really touched on mods. We'll do mods as we get further down the line. You can use slurry to make other things. So there's other productions that require slurry inputs, or you can make slurry and you can make fertilizers. And so there's a whole load of stuff. But we'll get onto later on. So what we need to do, I'm baffled by that. I don't know where that cow icon's gone. The other thing I wanted to ask you, and this is something why I have been looking forward to doing this, not just this episode, but this Let's Play with you, is as I said in the last episode, all the things we take for granted, people that play regularly, you're playing it for the first time. You're seeing it through fresh eyes. You're seeing it all for the first time. So for me, I'm getting to experience all that again with you. All the things like when you did that thing, oh, there's a deer, you know, the things that we just kind of assume it's just normal stuff. What do you feel? What do you think about the graphic quality, the standard of it? Do you get that immersive feel like you're actually on a farm? Does it feel like it's a proper...
I do, yes. I think it's really well done. I have to say this is a lot harder than I assumed it would be. The fact that I have to... When you've got a brain, you just walk and you look and whatever, but to actually... Don't laugh, I have got a brain.
I didn't have a brain, sorry.
But you just do it. It's something you learn. You learn to walk. Learning to walk a character on this is like learning to walk again. And... You know, if I can't walk in a straight line, I'm not going to be able to drive a tractor, am I?
That is a fair point. Right, come on, let's jump.
No,
Go on, Karen.
No, I'm just saying it's having to remember to look, walk, everything. I can't do more than one thing at once.
Well, it's one of those things, if you play computer games a lot, if you play any first-person, third-person shooters, like yes, you get so used to the controls and doing that. But like I said, for anyone that's new to this game, but new to gaming generally, there's a whole new set of things you need to learn. Right, let's jump in the Kubota, let's head down, and we'll grab the stuff for doing this harvest. Did you leave your tractor running?
I might have done.
Yep. Right.
Yeah,
so
but that means it's ready then. Quick getaway.
Right. Thought you were a getaway driver. Farm Sim meets Grand Theft Auto. That's quality. Could you imagine? But yeah, you've got to be aware as well with that, depending on what settings you've got on, because you have to refuel your vehicles. They will run out of fuel. They do need to be repaired. So over a period of time, they'll get wear and tear on them, and they'll need to be repaired. What's also great about FS22 as well is the sort of damage simulation to it. So the wear and tear will show as it will get more scuffed and more damaged, and the paint will come off, and then you can actually you can get your vehicles resprayed. You can take them and you can get a complete respray on your vehicle to get it to look like brand new again.
Okay.
So you can just maintain it, which is fine, or you can get it resprayed, but also you need to refuel. So if you leave a tractor just sat there running indefinitely, it will just be using fuel. So we're going to head down to the store. We're going to grab, depends what you're going to want to drive. So we're going to have a tractor and a trailer. So we should have a trailer with the contract, I think we have. And then there's a harvester with a harvester header and a header trailer. So all of those things are all implements that will need to be attached and detached off of various different vehicles, transported to the field and then used. So hopefully, because we've got contractor access, there was all sorts of comments and messages from people about why that subsoiler wouldn't work for me. And
yes.
Yeah, well apparently, it could have been because it was a subsoiler and not technically a plough. A lot of people said, well, it won't let you because it was MrsSealyp's contract. So I think certain things you can do, certain things you can't. I just assumed you would be able to with contractor access. And again, when people say, because I've done multiplayer before, and I play on multiplayer maps a lot of the time now, because it gives me the extra, sort of banking ability. But playing with somebody else and doing contracts with somebody else is something I haven't really done. When I did multiplayer on Balham Road with all the guys off my Discord, and they're amazing. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say, MrSealyp. Schultz Modding, famous for modding, messaged me the other day because he's part of our Discord, as is Yoss. You met Yoss at FarmCon.
I have met Yoss.
You met Yoss.
Hi, Yoss.
And OmaTana and Vector. We met Vector Man. That was cool. Well,
we did, and OmaTana, who I love.
Yeah.
Hi, OmaTana.
But Schultz Modding has suggested doing an episode with all the guys, or not all of them, but some of them off the Discord server, jump on with you and I to do some contract work. And I said, I don't know how confident you would be with that, with playing with other people as well. So Schultz said, don't worry, let her get used to it, let her get more familiar with it, and then we can kind of go from there. Where are you? You're just bouncing around between vehicles, aren't you? You're just doing that to avoid walking. You're trying to avoid walking, aren't you? Come on, come with me. So, our harvester for this operation, we have a New Holland. Ooh. And behind that, we've got a header trailer, and the header goes on the header trailer. You can drive around certain maps with your header on the actual harvester, but that's normally bigger American maps, plenty of room, plenty of space. Generally speaking, on the header trailer. Then over here, we've got a Kubota tractor with a Brantner. Is it Brantner trailer? Yes, a Brantner trailer. So
why is there a class one here as well?
We've got a Kubota. That class harvester is just part of the map. That's just part of the
okay. So we're not
the store.
Using that, then.
We're not using that. And then over here, I've got a Valtra tractor with a fertilizer spreader. That's because I took on a fertilizing contract as well. And I've got my fertilizer left over from the last episode, which I can put in and do that separately. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up to that field and we're going to do some harvesting. So the question is, do you want to drive the tractor with the trailer or the harvester?
The harvester, obviously.
Up to the field.
Oh no, not up to the field.
What? Why not?
Well, I suppose I could.
You could. Go on, jump in. Be very gentle with the controls. Right. You probably want to put your beacons on. Do you remember how to put beacons on?
No. Hold on, let's see if I can figure it out.
Don't forget to start the engine. Oh, brilliant stuff. Right. I don't think it shows you in the options menu, does it? If you do R1 and then up on the D-pad. There you go.
There we go.
Your beacons are on. So you can follow me?
Do I? Oh, it's already attached to the...
I've attached it already because I thought that might take us 4 hours to just get that done, so I did it for you. We'll go up to the field.
How to get back inside the view for driving.
Right mushroom down.
I need to write myself a little cheat.
Oh, it's fine. You'll learn. You'll just become second nature after a while. You'll get more used to doing it. Right, nice and gentle with this, and be very careful. Just think about the way it steers, because it's steering from the rear wheels, not the front wheels. So when you come through the gate, then turn. There you go. So it's a really different way of steering. But also remember, you've got a trailer on the back with a header on it. So you don't got to go too fast. Just take your time. Just keep it in a straight line, and when you're going straight, don't steer. If you're going in a straight line and you're going the way you want to go, then don't worry about it, but nice, gentle inputs on your steering, you should be absolutely golden. So we're going to head back where we just came, back up to that field. Shall I stop recording now and we'll just see them up there? I'm just thinking time-wise.
Yeah.
What are we up to? Yeah, should we do that? So we'll see you guys up there, unless, of course, something hilarious happens on the way. Which, of course, is possible.
anything is possible.
Oh man, this traffic is relentless. I'm trying to work out a gap we can get out, both of us. But at the moment...
Hey, I'm driving a harvester, I'm just going to pull out.
Come on, there we go. Right. So
Come
you
on,
might.
that's like you're talking to me
No,
like how you talk to
I was
Farm
talking
Dog.
to the traffic. I was talking to the traffic because the guy was in my way. I'm going to stay in the middle of the road, stopping in traffic, so you can come up in the middle of the road behind me. Now you've got to turn tight down in here, so just be aware of that. So for us, this has just happened. But right from the very start of this episode, you would have already seen this because I put it as the thumbnail. Yeah, MrSealyp might have got stuck.
I did.
It was funny though. Right, so I'll stop there. Beacon's off. You need to get into the field, and we need to work out what side of this do we need to get the... Right, so you stop there. Right, so what you need to do now is if you look at your top left and look at your triangle, or not look at your triangle, look at your picture. You should have your picture of your harvester, and then there should be a little icons behind it. You need to press triangle till you get to one behind it and disconnect your trailer. So you need to disconnect your trailer from the harvester. So it should say detach, should just be X, I think it is, once you've pressed triangle and you're on the correct implement. There you go. Now drive forwards, just a little bit. Right, now stop there. Now if you turn your steering to the left, now reverse, still steering to the left, reverse. Now don't worry about the fact you're going to go into the field, that's fine. Sit back up, back up, back up, back up. Now if you swing round, so what you want to do is this bit here, the throat of the harvester, this little bit here, that needs to attach right in the middle of the harvester header. So you need to line that up, and then you'll get the option to attach the header to the harvester. So what you need to do is just manoeuvre your harvester until you're lined up with the front of this. So if I was you, that's it. Reverse up, reverse up. Still turn your wheel, turn your wheel. The other way. Okay, that's all right. Doesn't matter now. Whichever way you want to do it, just drive until you line up with this. So what you would normally do, that's why I put crop destruction off. So if you're starting out in the game as well, turn crop destruction off, because some fields are tricky, they're tight, they're difficult to get into, and if you have got crop destruction on and you do that, you will destroy crop in your field, especially if you're doing a contract. There you go. Does it come up with the option to attach? Boom, there you go. I don't like these header trailers, they're horrible. If you reverse up now, I bet it won't let you take the trailer. Oh, there you go. Right, so now what you need to do is turn around so your header is facing the field, so you're ready to harvest. You've been very quiet. Are you concentrating? Ooh.
Yeah. Do
Right.
I need to start at a specific point, or?
No, but here's... people are going to absolutely hammer me in the comments with this. Here's the rule of thumb. When you're harvesting your first
Is
round,
it the rule of thumb, or is it the rule of MrSealyp?
No, because I don't follow it, and I should do, because I get in trouble. You're reversing over your trailer. Be careful, because you're damaging it. Right, stop there. Stop. Oh, stop. Where are you going? You haven't listened to what I was going to say first. You just asked me and then just drove off. Right, you have got a pipe, an auger pipe, on the left-hand side of your harvester. If you look in your help window, the L1, it should say pipe in or out. Have you got an option for pipe out?
Not yet. It says unfold, harvester, lower
Right,
header.
unfold your harvester. You need to do that, unfold your harvester, because that opens up your tank and stuff ready for harvesting. Is it now giving you the option for pipe out?
Lower header.
Right,
pipe
you're still
out.
Right, pipe out. Press that.
What is it? It's like.
Yeah, we'll tell you. L1
like
and what's it saying for pipe out? What?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Right. So that when you come to unload into a trailer or at a sale point, that's your pipe. Okay, and if you look to your left, you should be able to see the pipe. If you can't see it, doesn't matter. That's fine. So what you want to do on your first go around the field, you want to go around so that the pipe side of the harvester is to your left. So you want to go around the field this way so that if you fill up, your pipe can extend and you can unload. If you go the other way around, your pipe will open onto the field. I'm terrible for doing that. I should go the correct way around. If you put your pipe
Which side
in
is the pipe on
your left,
I can't see it, so.
or if you come out of your cab, if you press your mushroom, so you're out of cab, so you should be able to see then. If you're ever unsure, just press your right mushroom to change your camera angle. Right, And then press it again to go back in. If you want to go back in, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Right, so put your pipe away because you don't want that open for your first round. That only needs to be open once you're full. So put the pipe away. Now it should give you the option to turn on harvester.
It's already on. To start engine, stop engine.
No,
What am I
the
doing?
actual, you need to start turn on
turn
harvester.
on harvester.
Turn on harvester, turn that on. So now your harvester
that's
header is
separate.
working, and you want to turn to your left and you want to follow the edge of the field round to start harvesting. Because your header's
Why
down,
can I not just go straight across?
you can go straight across if you want to. Generally speaking, people will clear the outside of the field first to give them a bit of working room. But if you want to go up the middle with smoke, you absolutely can.
So is it actually harvesting now?
Why is that not harvesting?
It says the tool is reserved for contract work.
Oh, give me a break. So it's not letting you harvest because it's my
Because it's
contract.
yours. Oh, well, I've set it all up for you. Here you go.
But that doesn't make sense. I still don't understand what's going on with this because we've set up contractor access. And this is what people were saying to me the other day. It's because that's not set up. So if I go down here, look, calm your farm, remove, you've got contractor access. You should be able to help me. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Does that mean I could drive the tractor and drive alongside and you all the grain?
Yeah, you should be able to, but this is what this is supposed to do. So off camera, I went on to MrsSealyp's PlayStation to check all her settings, and all her settings are set on contractor access granted. So I don't understand why that's not working. What if I jump in? Yeah, now it's harvesting. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's doing that. Because how are you going to learn? So you're going to have to take a harvest contract. If you check in your contracts menu, have you got a harvest contract available anywhere?
In my contracts?
Yeah, go and check your contracts page and see if you've got a harvest contract available. Because I wanted you to have a go at running the harvester. I mean, you've driven it all up here, which is great, but that doesn't help the fact. I don't understand this.
I've got 1, 2, 3 harvesting contracts.
What are they for?
Field 6, Field 33 and Field 37.
What crops does it say?
Canola,
Yep.
oat and wheat.
Okay. So it depends on which of those 3 crops you want to do. I generally go for the ones that pay the most, but it depends what you want to go for. So, and if you want to take on one of those contracts so you can run the harvester, maybe that's something we can look at for the next episode. Possibly if we do this one, and what we'll do, we'll get to we've got a full trailer load.
I've
We'll
just
unload.
taken one on. So.
Oh, did you accept?
Did
Hang on? Did you accept contract or did you borrow items?
I accepted the contract.
Right, you've got no harvester, so how can you need to borrow equipment because you don't own a harvester? And we could use, well, we can't use this one because this is on mine. This is really frustrating me. This, because I'm sure when I've done this, like when I've been running 2 farms, like on Carpathian, I haven't had any problems at all jumping in and out on different things and using different equipment. I don't understand why this is not working. It's frustrating me. Yeah, so unfortunately, unless you've got a harvester, you can't do that contract. You need to borrow equipment. I'm sure I said that in the last episode, but it doesn't matter. Again, it's a learning curve. That's something to be massively aware of. I'm just going to jump into my menu again for anyone that's new. If you're watching, where are my contracts? So contracts here, these ones that say harvesting, any of them, any contract at all, it will say when you go onto it, accept contract or borrow items. If you accept contract, you accept the contract, but you don't have any stuff given to you by the farmer. You have to own your own equipment to do that. That will give you maximum profit because it won't charge you anything for borrowing equipment from the farmer. But if you haven't got any equipment, you need equipment. You need to borrow items. So if you press borrow items, that will then give you the items from the farmer, but you take a little reduction in what you get paid for the contract. I'm talking generally to everyone watching, not you. I'm not trying to patronise you or anything like that. So what you might need to do. Oh, that's the other thing. If you now go up to, because your contract says active, doesn't it?
It will do, yeah. So I'm just watching you.
Right. So because you don't have the equipment, you're not going to be able to fulfil that contract. What you want to do is go onto your contracts page, go to the one that says active, and you need to cancel it.
Done it.
Right. So and then it should say complete or if you
Failed.
could right, you click on that. So now if you want to look for another one, if you've got another one there, click on it and borrow items.
Right, I found another one.
Right. So,
So how do I?
triangle is borrow
Triangles,
items.
borrow
Right. So borrow
items.
items, and then that way you've got the equipment for the contract.
Ooh, cool.
Okay. So what we'll do in this episode, I'll get enough done in this in the harvester that we can fill up the trailer, and then what I'll do is I'll show you. And I'll teach you. I suppose I'm teaching you, but I'll show you what to do once you've got crop to deliver, how to find where you're delivering it to, and where to deliver it, how to go about doing it. And then in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll let you run your harvest contract, having learned from this episode what to do. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
happy with that?
good to me. Yep, we have a plan.
So I'm just thinking, how are we looking time-wise? We've got a little bit of time. Just thinking, what I might do is fill this harvester up. I can't remember how big the trailer is. Can you jump in the Kubota?
A minute.
Oh, right. Has it got a cover? If you press triangle between the tractor and the trailer, it should give you the option to open cover.
Already done.
Oh, blimey. Get you, and you're a bit swish, aren't you?
No.
So what I'll do, so this is going to be unloading on the run, which some farms do, some don't. Some don't want to take the risk of colliding with the harvester in real life. So what they will often do is the harvester will fill, it will stop, they'll drive up alongside and unload. Some farms will unload on the go. So while I'm still going along, you would drive along next to me. If you remember on Clarkson's farm,
Yeah.
when Jeremy Clarkson couldn't remember whether to accelerate or brake to get the trailer into the right position, it's basically doing that, unloading on the go. But what a lot of modern, I say not all of them, but there are modern systems now in place that you can slave vehicles to harvesters and vice versa. So what you do is you link them together. When you come up alongside, you literally press a button and the tractor will match speed with the harvester. You don't have to do anything. It's incredible.
That's a good idea.
So what I'll do now, as I get to my second run round, you're already ahead of me. You're already ahead of me. Just be careful. If I put the pipe out, I'll wait till I get into the next run round because I'll be a little bit further over and it'll give you some more space. And then what you need to do is try and match speed, and you want to get the trailer underneath my auger pipe. Now it depends whether you're in cab or out of cab, which will make it easier. Right, so this is going to be very much on you to get the angle of the dangle. You're too far over. You need to look at where the pipe is and drive your tractor directly under it. And then you need to come forward enough that the trailer is under it. You need to come over to the right. You're way too far over to the left. You're nowhere near the pipe.
I know, I can see.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. Ah!
That's it, slowly. That's it, stop. You went too far forward. Now, next lesson. You've got a trailer with an articulated front end, which means reversing is a nightmare. If you reverse straight now, you might get away with it. So if you just back up, keep going, just nice and steady, nice and slowly, because they have a tendency to twist on you. That's it, stop there, perfect. So we're not doing it on the fly, we are doing it stationary, but that's fine. The thing is, to do this on the fly, you need a long field. You need a much longer run at it, so that the tractor driver, the person unloading, has got plenty of room to come alongside, unload, and then pull away. So if you're running multiple tractors and multiple trailers, like when we've seen them doing silage harvesting, and they'll be running 5 tractors. They'll have 5 tractors and trailers, and it will literally be one tractor will fill up, it will peel off, the next tractor will come into position, then that fills up, that peels off, next one comes into position, and that's how they carry on. So that's kind of what we need to try and get to a point with. If you stay where you are, on my next run round, you probably want to come a bit further over. On the next time we come round and I come up the field, if you try and match me, if you do a donut round now, so that you're a little bit further down the field, so you're right at the bottom of the field, when I come back up, we'll try and unload on the fly this time. So, well, we'll give it a go. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work, like I say, it's all a learning curve. So, coming up the field, MrSealyp has lined herself up nice and neatly. So as I drive forward, you need to start accelerating now, ever so slowly.
Hold on. Sorry. I was adjusting my view. Right, okay.
Right, you just drive forward slowly. I said keep going, not that slowly, you need to actually move. Go. You drive and I will, because I can go at 6 miles an hour. As long as you don't go above 6 miles an hour, we'll be fine. So keep going.
Look at that!
Keep going. You need to accelerate a little bit more. We have got a cruise control. I'm not going to get into cruise control yet. You're moving further. I'm trying to come towards you. You need to come back towards me a little bit. Back towards me. Back towards me. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. You need to keep accelerating because I'm stopping because you're stopping. If I keep going, you need to match me. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm doing 6 miles now. There you go. You match me. That's it. That's it. So you need to accelerate or slow or brake to match me. It just takes practice. I don't know if I should teach you the cruise control now.
No, don't.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Right, okay. So what we're going to do, that's where we're going to stop that portion of the harvesting. But what we're going to do, I think I can jump in with you because you're a Kubota. Hang on, whoa. Let me jump in. Is this a modded one? That can't be a modded one. Kubota DLC, does that not work? Is that only on the sidekick? Oh, that's rubbish. I thought it worked all the... I don't think it'll work. I don't think it works that way. No, I'm on the floor, I think. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Oh,
that's annoying. Right, I should have brought the little Kubota up with me. So what you need to do now is, well, actually I'll tell you because it's my contract, isn't it? It's saying Field 7 harvesting. Harvest the canola in Field 7, take the product to Gateway Park. So what you need to do now is go into your map menu, and we need to find on the map where Gateway Park is, because that's where we've got to deliver to. Remember how to get into your map?
I'm in the map. Can't remember how to zoom out.
It's bottom. It's either left 2 or right 2. Right 2 zooms in, left 2 zooms out.
Right.
Right, and then you need to move your cursor with your right stick around the map. It's going to be a blue icon, and it's going to be, I think it's down the map. I'll tell you the other way you can do it. Here we go, something to learn. If we go back into that menu, you're on your map menu. If you use your right one, so right shoulder button, so if you're on the map at the moment, yes?
Yes.
Right, if you do R1, go down to the steering wheel. Done that?
Oh, the steering wheel, yeah.
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 Go down again till you get the weather.
Yep.
Yeah, then down again till you get to prices.
Yep.
Right, so on prices, you can, using your D-pad, you can scroll up and down the prices for things. Now, we've got canola. It doesn't matter, because what we're looking for is Gateway Park. So what you can do here, the same as we did to try and find the farm, if you use your D-pad to the right and go across, and you see the top one says Gateway Park?
Yep.
Right. So if you're trying to find a sell point for any of the crops you're trying to deliver or just sell, if you come into this menu to prices and go across to the side and find out, you tag it. Bottom it says tag place. So if so can you tag it?
I've tagged it, yeah.
You've tagged it. So what you should be able to see on your map now, if you look around, you should be able to see somewhere on the map a big green lightsaber sticking up in the air. Where are you? Well, the other thing you can do is if you go back up on your map.
Oh, it's because no, it's all right. I took the tag off.
The other thing you can do, if you just go to the map menu.
Oh, I can see it, yeah.
Right. So if you go back to the map menu, so if you scroll back up from that prices menu, back up to the world, up at the very top, and if you go down the map or look around the map at all the blue icons, you might want to zoom in a little bit. The one you want to deliver to should have an exclamation mark on it as well. So if you want to find it on the map or tag it, there's 2 different ways you can find it. Exclamation mark, or you can tag it from the other menu, or you can tag it from here as well. So we need to be heading...
I can see it right down at the very bottom of the map.
Right, so that actually pretty much opposite where the vehicle store is. So that's where we've got to go to. So you're right to drive down there to get to it?
I can, but you'll have to navigate.
Well, I can't get in the tractor with you. So I'm going to head off on foot. I'll see you down there. What? I'm going to... Yeah, you go for it. You can find your way there. Use the map, the things I've taught you. What I'll do, I'll stop recording now. You can find your way down there, and I'll meet you down there at the store, and we can unload the first bit for this contract. All right?
Okay. Are you there?
It's like hiring a worker.
I'm much better than the worker.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm going to cut cross country. A brief interlude. If you remember, just before, obviously after I stopped recording, It might have been or before. When I said it's like hiring a worker, and MrsSealyp was all indignant and said, "I'm better than a worker." Should we do a poll? Should we do a poll in the chat? What do you reckon in the comments? This is what happened after MrsSealyp said she was better than a worker. So we're just going to get this out. I think, I'm not sure how, and then we'll see you down at the shop, won't we?
I might not be allowed anywhere near motorised machinery anymore. Sorry.
How are you getting on, MrsSealyp? All right?
I am, yes.
We are recording again, so I'm just stood here at the junction waiting for you. I have opened. Oh, I just saw something to my right through the trees. I have opened the gates. Oh no, I don't even want to know. As soon as you start laughing like that, I know something's happened. You've tabbed again, haven't you? Stop tabbing.
No, I'm in the tractor.
Okay.
I'm driving. I was driving. I was on a wall, but I'm driving now.
Oh dear. 28 years of marriage. Will this Let's Play end in divorce?
I did say that to Kermit last week, but I told him we were thinking of doing this.
Oh, there you go. I can just see the nose of the Kubota sticking out. There you go. So where I'm standing, just turn down this little side turning, mind the traffic coming the other way. I don't understand how you're still steering like that. There you go, right. Turn down here.
Woo! There's a car!
I should have stayed there watching, shouldn't I? What have you done? You can't just drive across the road in front of traffic.
I keep forgetting there's traffic.
You're driving over it, you can't drive over it. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, man.
Right, go on then. I think you've got right of way. They've all stopped now.
Yes, of course they have, because you're in the middle of the road.
Oh, is it the trailer that's in the way?
Probably. There you go. Can you turn now? I've just watched all the traffic driving away. There we go. Right.
Here I am!
Nice. Right, so nice and straight. Make sure your tractor comes past before you turn in, otherwise you'll catch the trailer. Come through here. Gateway Park. As far as I'm aware, the Gateway Park sell point is around the back of here. Oh, right, it's around the back of here. Now, what I always do, and this is just me, this is just a habit, I normally check, I always say this when people are watching, always double check what you're doing. So what I would do now, I would go into my contract, and I would look at my contract just to make sure. So, harvesting, Field 7, canola to Gateway Park, to absolutely make sure I'm taking it to the right place. But what I would also do at this point, I would save the game. It's your
contract, isn't it? I can't
It's my
see
You
it.
can't see it, no. But that's what I would always do. Double check you're taking it to the right place and that you are at the right place. Save the game. So if you put it in here now to deliver it, you shouldn't get paid for it because you're delivering for a contract. If the money starts going up, chances are you're at the wrong sell point. That's why I always save it first, because if you do make a mistake, you can always come straight out of the game, come back in again where you previously saved it, and you won't have delivered it. So it's just another way just to cover yourself, really. So what you need to do now is turn down.
So it will let you deliver to the wrong place?
It can do, yeah. So if you turn down here now, turn down here to the sell point, this grate here. You've tabbed again.
Yes. Here I am.
Right, go on then. Turn down here. You want to drive directly over this grate in a straight line, if possible. There you go. Straighten up. There you go. Drive over this grate here, and it should give you the option to unload, and it will tell you what you need to press to unload. Come across a little bit to the right. That's it. That's it. Go on. Keep going. What do you think about the sound effects of the tractors and stuff, like when they're under load, when they're pulling uphill and that kind of stuff?
It is definitely different. When I was doing the ploughing in the field, going up the field was a nightmare.
Yeah, the engine sound and the struggle of what you're doing, because the implements, whatever you're pulling, and when you get heavier trailers, you'll struggle to go uphill. Honestly, it's really cool. You'll learn. You'll see all that when you go. Right, keep driving forward, because you need to get the trailer over the sell point. And once you do, you should get a little trigger come up, giving you an option. Keep going forward. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Did you just disconnect your trailer?
Possibly.
Keep coming forward. You've just get the trailer back up and you to attach the trailer again. Should be X to attach. Gone too far, way too far back now. Come forward. You should get the option. Come forward, forward, forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice and gentle, but keep going forward. There you go, keep going. Keep going, keep going. There you go, right. Now keep going forward.
It said to start loading.
Overloading or unloading?
Overloading.
Right, so what's it saying? Is it R1 and triangle? No, R1.
R1 and triangle, yeah.
Right, press that.
Is it doing anything?
Did
They
you,
need to be further forward.
no, if you still got the option to overload. There you go, now it's doing it. So,
Do I have to keep my finger on the button?
no, that'll do it automatically now, once you've done it, R1 and triangle. So, harvesting contract. Oh, it's caught in the pipe. So that trailer now, if you look down bottom right, it should give you information. If you look bottom right, you'll see the trailer. I don't know if you noticed when you were driving, I should have mentioned that as well. It will tell you what crop type is in your trailer. If you've got multiple trailers, it will tell you all the different crops in different trailers. If you've got different crops, it will tell you how much is in the trailer. So that should now be saying 0. If you look bottom right on yours.
Not. It's giving me more. I've pulled forward a bit and it's saying I can empty.
Oh, have you got more to
out.
empty? Okay.
Yeah. Yep, it's going all the way down to 0. Yep. Woohoo!
Hang on a minute. Top right, that's saying 100% transported for field 6.
I
Hang on.
can't.
Oh, hang on. No. What? That doesn't make any...
I've just been paid 71,000 or something. It just said in the top corner of mine.
Hey? How? What?
We have bought it to the right place, haven't we?
What contract? Oh man, what contract have you taken on?
This is your contract.
Yes, I know, but what contract did you take on?
I will check. Field 6 harvesting. Is that what we've just harvested?
No,
No, it's not saying I've done any.
It's not showing anything done on yours.
Oh, 20%.
I don't understand what's going on here. You're driving my tractor from my contract. We brought canola down to the sell point where I'm supposed to be delivering, and it's delivered it for your contract. Because that came up delivered for field 6, not field 7. Oh man, okay. Now I'm fuming. Now I'm fuming. So that...
And on that bombshell.
On that bombshell. So on the next episode then, we need to complete my contract, complete your contract. And is your contract saying delivered to Gateway Park as well? Well, it should be, because that's what it's just said. Or has it just paid you for that?
It's paid. Hasn't paid me. It just says 20% of my contract is done. Harvest the canola in field 6 and take the product to Gateway Park.
Right. So what we'll do in the next episode, we'll finish my contract, we'll do your contract. By the time we've done them both, it should have delivered enough canola for both contracts. I didn't think that was a thing. I thought because we were doing my contract and you're using my equipment, why would it deliver it for your contract first? That's so bizarre. Again, another one of those weird multiplayer situations I didn't foresee. I didn't anticipate that being a problem. But anyway, well, you go. You learned some more stuff. You've learned some more map stuff. You've looked around your farm. Some more controls. You've had a go at, well, delivering for harvesting. You've driven a harvester all the way up there. You did all that. How do you feel today went?
I would give it my performance a C minus. Crap.
It will get better. It will get better, don't you worry, we'll get there. So, we've come to the end of another episode. Like I say, next one, I hope you join us for the next one. I hope people, like I say, it's just about learning, it's just about having fun, about trying stuff out. I'm learning stuff, multiplayer things that I haven't come across because I haven't played like this with other people. It's just interesting how that's happened. But anyway, regardless of that, I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.